discipleship is one of the best parts of the job, is because we get to know them as people, and then the education becomes so much easier in a sense because they're invested and they want to know more. They have a thirst for knowledge.
Prayer is huge for me, be able to pray for my students and pray with my students. And I know that it's not in me or my words, but it's in talking to the God of the universe on their behalf. And I think that there's nothing more important that I can do for my students.
And just discipling students that your identity is something so much bigger than your achievements. We are fortunate. We've had a lot of success at Des Moines Christian in sports, academics, fine arts, you name it. But at the end of the day, it's just reminding those students of, hey, there's something bigger at place here. And it's something that's gonna have eternal value. And don't forget that, don't lose sight of that.
It is my hope that, number one, that you know you're loved. Okay, we play a role in that, I think, in loving the kids. Secondly, I want them to know that their best life will come from being in God's will.
There's something I'd like you to read.
What is this? I'm already going to have a little bit of difficulty reading this.
Okay, try not so I don't get emotional here, right?
Mr. Caves, dear Mrs. Miller,
Dear Mrs. Armistead,
dear Mr. Hamer.
As I think back to our first run together during spring of my 5th grade year, I remember asking you how much money you made at your job.
And you told me it wasn't something kids usually ask adults, but then you answered me anyway.
As I moved into middle school, you continued to encourage me and support the direction I was taking in life.
Dear Miss Armistead, thank you for being to me in every heart you touch, a friend, a role model, and the Christ-like self you are.
ever since day one of meeting you, I've seen the bright Christ light you radiate inside and out.
I first had you as a teacher when I was a junior.
Between my time in your class as a junior and senior, you taught me why I could trust the Bible as the ultimate source of truth.
From going through Lee Strobel's The Case for Christ to intently evaluating God's Word using Strong's Concordance,
my faith was tremendously strengthened by my time in your classroom.
Thanks for being my biology and chemistry teacher in high school. Biology and chemistry are not the easiest classes in the world.
Especially chemistry, but you are a very kind teacher. When I was struggling in class, you were patient with me and took the time to explain the concepts I was struggling with learning. You stuck with me until I got up to speed on the material.
One of my favorite memories from that time was when you invited me to join the high school cross-country summer practices.
That meant a lot to me and made me feel like I belonged. When I got to high school, you continued to guide me, helping me understand my role both on and off the team.
My whole life, I've been grateful for how teachers have impacted me in different ways.
But the way I've grown in my relationship with you hasn't just impacted me, it's changed my life.
Thanks to God, I've been blessed to not only see you as a teacher, but also an illuminating adult figure whom I look up to.
your ability to connect with students, along with the confidence you have when explaining the validity of the Bible, makes you an incredible teacher.
Without you, I don't know where I'd be in my walk with Christ. It's very easy to look back on my journey with Jesus and point to my time in your classroom. As a profound part of my life.
Your kindness, patience, and generosity toward me made all the difference in my success as a student. Your positivity also inspired me not to give up and to keep trying.
These are qualities I hope to inspire in others. Thanks for being one of the best teachers I've ever had at Des Moines Christian. I appreciate you, Alex Dinook.
That's really sweet.
Your leadership and belief in me has made a lasting impact in my life. Thank you for everything you've shown me and taught me in my life. Thank you, Mr. Hamer.
I see you doing so much for others, and it's a definite that you guide others to feeling safe and sound, as well as helping people grow in their relationship with the Lord.
Thank you for being you. You're an immense blessing to me, to God, and to all of creation.
With love, Chloe McCauley.
It's really sweet.
I can speak on behalf of countless alumni when I say,
Thank you for teaching me what it means to be a follower of Christ. Sincerely, Bennett Dirks.
It's really hard to put into words, but this is what I've hoped for my whole life. I've always known I wanted to be a teacher. When you see a kid like this he's a senior, he's gonna graduate, he's gonna go to college, he's gonna go do something incredible with his life. To know that I played a little part in that means the world to me.
That's why we do what we do. And you get those rewarding moments that you don't always know that the seeds you're planting are gonna bear fruit, or fruit that you're gonna see in your lifetime. So when you do get to see that, it's just so encouraging and just fills you with passion to just come back each day and bring your best, not knowing what difference you might make, but the mission's huge and God's always on the move.
Investment that seems maybe short-term, but makes an impact for eternity. It's just so much growth that happens here, and getting to be a part of that for the students and to provide high-quality, Christ-centered education blesses the individual students, and again, through the students, is blessing the community around us.
I am the one who is most blessed to be in that environment, to be with their children, and to be able to talk about God's word. It doesn't get much better than that. What's better than that?